Defensive tackle Ty Robinson from Nebraska, 6'6", 310 pounds. Y'all gonna love this kid. Yo, 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 no maniacs. Welcome into another edition of Feed the Bears, where I get to feed you guys, the Bears, all this great content. And we're going to get right on into the nitty gritty right here because, pretty soon here in about a week, we're going to see all these players filing into the NFL scouting combine, the scouts and, GMs are going to be swarmed and draped all over that place. And, this year, it's every year this happens. And it never stops frustrating me because it's like you get a handful of players at each position that routinely everybody talk about. Just a handful of them at each position. And this position in particular, you got your Mason Grahams of the world, you got your Kenneth Grants, you got your Walter Nolan. It seems like that's where everybody's focused on, and you might come away with the assumption that these are the only really good defensive tackles in the draft. Man, no. Let me tell you guys something. I get to, one of the pleasures of being a podcaster is, especially a Bears podcast. And it's fun because I think we got one of the more, some of the more football intelligent fans out there. There's a lot of people that watch film just like me, and they got, their thoughts on the things that we bring up, these players that we bring up. And our fans are good at it. And so I know I spoke about Ty Robinson at least about a week ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. And it's a short out there or two that I made talking about him. But like every now and again, you run into a tape that you just stuff that jumps out at you. And this guy definitely jumps out. Now, he's had probably one of the better senior seasons of all the defensive tackles in this draft. Came away with 37 tackles, 12 solo, 12 solo tackles for loss, I believe. I think that's the stat, and about 7 sacks from a interior defensive tackle position. That's pretty impressive. And he's versatile. He's very versatile. You'll see him lined up at 0 tech, 1, all the way out to 5. Depends on the package they put in to, get after the quarterback. But holy crap, this cat's play strength. And that is a thing. You hear scouts, GMs, and, former scouts and GMs on TV, ESPN, and you hear the term being said, play strength. What is the difference between a really strong guy and his play strength? Big, huge difference. You can be a 500-pound bench press guy, and you could be really strong in the weight room, big, and you get totally moved around and dominated if you don't play with a great pad level. And so that's one of the first things that I noticed about Ty Robinson was one thing that really surprised me was the fact that he's 6'6". That really surprised me because you watch him on film, he doesn't play like a guy that long and tall. He plays very, very low and wins the leverage battles right out of the gate. He's got a great burst, really, really good burst, and dominant at the point of attack. Engages in those double teams, sheds the thing violently. Really, really impressive football player. I just can't get enough of looking at his film and talking about him. So I had to kind of solo him out and do a quick video about it to tell you guys, man, look, this guy's going to show up at the combine. And I think after that, he'll definitely be on people's radar because I think he's going to test well. He's just big and he's got that quick burst off the ball, man. That foot quickness he's got going on, man. Getting off that ball is very, very impressive. But I think the more impressive thing about him is his versatility and how they line him up. You'll look at that tape and they'll have him playing everywhere, But he gets most of his work on the inside. And so let me show you guys something real quick. And this is just a quick graphic to kind of give you an idea of the kinds of defensive tackles that Dennis Allen likes. Let me pull it up in just a second. There you go. So these are current guys on the Saints team that he just left. You got D tackle John Ridgeway, 6'5", 321 pounds, primarily a nose guard. Every now and again he pops up on the tape and plays a little bit of 3 tech, but primarily just a straight nose guard. Now, Brian Brzee is 6'5", 305 pounds. He's the current 3 tech there. The 3 tech that they had there, and I'm going to do a video on him later because he might be up for a cap casualty down in Atlanta, and that is David Onyemata. He's 6'4", 300 pounds. And so Dennis Allen definitely has a type. He's looking for a certain type, and I think Ty Robinson for sure fits that category. Brian Brzee is he's basically everything that Brian Brzee is. He's almost a carbon copy of. He's got about 5 pounds, 10 pounds on him, but that's pretty much the same football player. And so when you start thinking about what the Bears will do if they draft D tackle, which I believe they will, what are these guys going to look like? Give me 1 second. Let me take this down. What will these guys look like? And so what I'm telling you is there are types. You're going to need, especially for Dennis Allen's D-line, you're going to need to be position versatile. You need to be able to flex inside, outside, give him for different packages, he's going to be asked to do different things. And so I see no flaws in his game. I see no weaknesses in his games. I think depending on where he goes, he gets on that field early and is probably a starter. People are probably projecting him somewhere. I know he's going in the top 100. How he could be in that top 50 conversation, 110%. Out of the D tackles that I've seen thus far, and I got another guy I'm going to do a video on later on and probably put him on display tomorrow night on the prospect show that we do every Friday night. We're going to do that, so make sure you guys tune in for that. I got another guy that is equally or even more impressive than Ty Robinson, and nobody's talking about him. But let's stick to the subject, man. We're talking about Ty Robinson right now. I think I've seen a lot of tape, man, and I'm enjoying doing it, man. It's fun to do that kind of stuff, man, just doing the evaluations with the eye, with the eye evaluation. That's it, man, and it's fun doing it. But this guy's tape definitely will pop out at you for all kinds of different reasons. I know the fact that I put that short out, there's several people listening to this video right now that's already seen the tape. But for some of you all that have not looked at his tape, and if you do nothing else, you don't have to sit there and watch full games and try to do, like a lot of people out here have to do, like me. You don't have to do that. Just look at some highlights. You can see plenty on the highlight tape that's going to be like, okay, yeah, that's it. But yeah, you guys gotta take some time and watch this kid, man. This guy's in about a week from now. After the combine, he is going to be on everybody's radar. I'm 100% sure he's going to test very well. I care less what he runs in the 40. I know his burst, his foot quickness, and acceleration through, contact and getting to the ball is outstanding, man. Play strength, outstanding, man. I mean, just the guy gets nothing but green check marks from me. And so I'm gonna leave that there, man. And hopefully you guys will go and check him out, man. Don't forget tomorrow we got the prospect show that we do every Friday. It's gonna be some guys. I'm gonna go all over the place with this one. Last week we did the trench bullies, but I'm gonna go a little bit trench bully, a little bit skill position guys. We're gonna do a whole bunch of different players. But I got a guy in particular, another defensive tackle that, holy shit, wait until you guys see this kid. Wait until you see this kid. This might be Jalen Carter 2.0 straight up. And I'm not trying to blow smoke up. Nobody's behind right now. I'm telling you, he's that impressive. But you guys check that out tomorrow. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you like this new content coming out and you want to see more of it. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like, share it with your people, do all that good stuff for me. But I got to leave you guys with these famous words. If you can think it and you can see it, there's no reason in the world why you can't absolutely manifest it. Do not, and I repeat, do not be a prisoner of your own mind. But with that being said, I am